going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Coding family. How are you? It is Thursday, y'all. We halfway there. We are halfway there. Today we're going to be talking about medical coding and is it worth it? Is it worth it to get your certification? So we're going to go through some things. I'm going to discuss some things with you. I did want to let you know that to register for my class right now, there's an early bird special, so there is a discount on the registration fee. I have been sending out information packets. I have been emailing y'all, so thank you for asking. If anybody wants an information packet which gives a breakdown of how much the course is, what we'll go over, the books that are needed, please email me at ggcodin, growandglowcoding.org, and that will be in the information box below. I'll list that. As well as our products. We will be coming out soon with a 2026 study guide for you all. You know that the 2025 is out, the hard copy is out, and then the 90-day study guide is amazing. Y'all, this thing has tests, it has flashcards, it is full of information. It is there to help you be accountable as far as studying. We made this 90 days specifically for y'all because I know what I went through when I was trying to study. And it was difficult trying to stay on track, what to study, when to study. So this helps you to be able to do that. And I do say include more study material, but this is to keep you on track with your subjects, the anatomy, what to review, what to look at. This helps you stay accountable. So you can find our product on Etsy. That'll also be listed in the information box below. And it's just to help y'all. It's just those who are doing self-study, this will help you to stay on track. And you will include study material from elsewhere. But this is to help you stay on track with your subjects. I just thought that the 90-day is something that could really benefit coders, future coders, because y'all are future coders, right? So just to let you know that, and if you have any questions, please email me. Nobody answers my emails but me, and I will respond to your email. I promise you that. Now, I may not respond the same day. I try to, but I will respond to your emails if you do email me, because I like to be personable with the people who need information, because I'm here for you. So today, let's get into it, y'all. We're going to be talking about, is it worth it being a medical coder? So the first thing is to think about the training. So I actually went in class to a training to become a medical coder. That took me 6 months. The course was 6 months. So the training is normally between 4 to 6 months, depending on who's holding the class or where you are attending your training. And normally it takes about that amount of time to kind of develop what you're being trained on and trying to grasp what you need to know as far as medical coding. Medical coding is basically, as a coder, you are translating what the doctor has written down, what he is stating. If the patient had COVID and the patient has come in to be tested for COVID, tested positive for COVID, there is a code for that, right? And so we coders translate and send those documents out to the insurance company so they can pay the claim. What is good about becoming a medical coder is that it gives you the experience that you need, but you cannot downplay that you need to know billing as well. So a lot of places will teach you a little bit of billing and coding because they do go together. Billing and coding do go together. But you need to know, and what is so important about taking the CPC exam and passing the CPC exam is that you have to know medical terminology. My instructor would tell me, you will not make it if you do not know medical terminology. And if you don't know anatomy, physiology, meaning the bones, skin, heart process, all those things, you have to know those things when you go in to take the test, because the CPC exam is going over the organs of the body. That's what it's going over. It's going over skin. It's going over the digestive system. It's going over the heart. It's going over the skeletal system, the posture. Are you pronated or supinated? It's going over all those things that you need to know what it is. You have to know that. So that is something that should be a part of the class where you're being taught. Now, if you're doing self-study and you say you've never been in the medical field, you've never touched a medical book a day in your life, then at that moment, once you begin to study, either self-study or going to a class, you have to think, is this worth it for me? I can tell you, as far as the pay and the leverage that you have, like being able to take off time because you have time to take off, being able to work from home, working in the comfort of your home, and not having to take PTO time several hours, but being able to leave the comfort of your home and go to the doctor's visit, being able to take your car to the shop and being back on time to be able to clock in. All those things matter. All those things are taken into consideration. On top of that, the pay. Also, you can have multiple jobs. You can have a medical coding job. You can have a medical billing job, because you qualify for those things once you get your certification. But the thing about it is that if you're just starting out in the field, you need to be taught and you need to know your medical terminology, your anatomy, physiology. You need to know a little bit about billing, because coding and billing go together. So do I say it's worth it? Yes. I started in ER registration, y'all. That's where I first started working at the hospital. That was 12-hour shifts. I worked 12-hour shifts because nobody wants to work in the ER. Like, I don't know about today, but not then. Nobody wants to work 12-hour shifts. That's just like a nurse. But all of the experience that I got was worth it. So then you have to say to yourself, if you're just starting out, one of your main concerns is, will I be able to get a job? That's the first concern. What I would say to you is start to look for jobs now. Don't wait till you get certified to say, hey, will you hire me? Start looking for jobs now in the medical field. If it's working in ER, if it's working customer service, if it's working insurance follow-up, because remember, you're getting experience. So when you get that experience, when you get your certification, you can move around in the hospital. Why? Because now you've been there a couple of months, maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years. Now you have your certification. There's an opening in the hospital, and you tell them, I've been here for a year and a half, and I have this experience. And you tell them what experience you have. That's going to give you leverage to get a better job as a coder. But you have to think, are you going to be okay with working here and then working your way up to here? And that's another thing. So those who are just starting out, that's a concern for you because you're not in the medical field as of yet. Don't wait to get your certification and then say, hey, I got experience now. No, you need to start now. And for those so I also have a degree in psychology. So for those who get their certification, if you get your certification and you don't want to stop here, you say, hey, I want to go for it. I want to go for 100K a year, 200K a year, and you decide to go to school and get you a degree. Okay? Because I have a psych degree. My degree is in psychology, but it still counts. It still counts. So if you get a health information degree, hey, you in there. You're working your way up. So you're getting a certification and you have a degree that can put you into management. Because even for myself, I'm starting to think to myself, do I want to go into management? Because I have a degree, I have over 10 years of experience, and 100K sound real nice. But I had to work from the bottom up. So y'all, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to work your way up in the system. Don't be afraid, because you never know what doors will open if you just put yourself out there and say, I'm going to do it. Because I didn't know I would be in this place now, working from home, making the money that I make. It didn't dawn on me. Y'all, I was going to school to be an RN. I was going to school to be an RN. So I had the anatomy physiology classes. I had the medical terminology down. I was taking all these science classes, microbiology and all of that. And I couldn't afford to continue. I had to graduate. I had to get out of school because the money was running out. How many of y'all know about that money running out? These student loans is real, but the money was running out. So I got my psych degree, and I'm glad I got it. Trust me, I'm glad I got my psych degree. But it only helped me to further me in this career. You can't ignore somebody having a 4-year degree. You can't ignore somebody having a 2-year degree. So that's also a benefit to becoming a medical coder. So you have to make the determination, are you willing to work or not? Are you willing to have the future that you want or not? Are you willing to have the benefits of having PTO time because you work from home? So you can go take a week vacation and not worry about if your PTO bank is full enough. These are the benefits. Not having to get in traffic and waste money on gas. Not having to buy new dresses and shoes to go to work. These are the benefits. Being able to stay at home and work in the comfort of your home and get paid well for it. And if you feel like you're not getting paid enough for it, get you another job and work in the comfort still of your home. So it's up to you. So if you ask me, is being a medical coder worth it? At this point, yes, it's worth it. Could I see it then? Could I see the plan being laid out, the plan that God had for me? I was stressing, y'all. I was stressing. Where am I going? What am I doing? I did not have a plan. Until one day I had to sit down and say, okay, Tiffany, we're going to ride this out. Because it's got to get better. I cannot stay in this place. And I knew something in me said, you cannot stay here. There's something better. Y'all, if you don't hear anything I said tonight, today, this morning, is there something better for you? Don't stop at being a coder. You have many gifts. Not just being a coder, being one of those gifts. You have many gifts. But start now. Your future is waiting for you. So begin. And if you stopped, begin again. The things that you desire are not far off. They're so close. but you have to begin again. All right, y'all. This is From Broken to Blessed. I love y'all.